Hi, I'm Daniel Green and I'm using Australia's finest Pink Lady apples. You can find them exclusively at Tasty Australia at Isetan KLCC. Now, a little bit like an Asian pear, I'm going to use it in a Korean beef tartar, which is going to be absolutely delicious. So I'm just going to take this beautiful Pink Lady apple, and what I'm going to do is make a few slices to it, and I'm going to be adding this to this beautiful beef tartar. So what I'm going to do is, rather than peel it that you would do if you were going to use an Asian pear, I want a little bit of the crunch. And the beauty of these apples is you've got a little bit of sweetness, but they've got that beautiful, beautiful crunch on the inside. So I'm just going to layer that down and pop it in there. It's going to absorb the flavors a little bit later, but I do love having the skin on because you get all of that color as well, which is going to go beautifully with the final dish. Now, this couldn't be easier to make. So now I've got my apple that's just on that display plate. I'm going to take a little bit of garlic, and we're not going to cook it, so I don't want to have it too strong. Some wonderful honey. Now, you can use brown sugar, but I love using a maple syrup or honey in this dish. Some soy sauce and sesame oil. The sesame oil goes in first. The soy we're going to use quite a lot. You can use a lighter one if you wish. And then I'm using a filet mignon. You've got to make sure it's really, really fresh because we're having it raw. One trick is you can also put a little bit of lemon juice over it to cure it, or you can actually sear it in a pan and then slice it really rare if you prefer. I'm going to throw in this beef, and I've just cubed that up and I've cut it nice and finely. And what you can do is, if you want, marinate that in the fridge for a little bit longer so it's got more and more flavor. I can smell that garlic and the soy. It's that simple. Korean beef tartar. Delicious. It's going to go so beautifully with these apples. Then what I'm going to do is, now I've got the final on, I'm going to drizzle that sauce so the apples absorb it. So you've got a little bit of sweet, a little bit of tart, a little bit of colour with some scallions to go on top. And there you have a beef tartar that is all about Pink Lady apples. Exclusive at Isetan KLCC.